Hey everyone, welcome to Life Talk Studio. I am your host, Lady P, and I'm here with
Zach.
In this channel, we talk about family, relationship, and lifestyle, and everything in between. Kindly share, like, comment, and subscribe. How have you been?
I've been well. This is February. I'm so excited about the second month of the year.
Okay. Yeah, I
Yes.
know. I'm excited about February as well. We know it's the month of love, so we can't wait to get
This
presents.
love, I know it's one way, though. We were just waiting. I know it's going to be one way, but
It's
we're excited to make you guys happy.
yes,
It's a very good gesture of love.
I know.
Yes.
I can't wait to get some flowers and some chocolates.
Yes.
I'm reminding somebody on the channel. But anyway, today we're having a very interesting topic. As a certain point in a relationship or marriage, you get that you have ended being in something we called roommate stage.
Oh, yes.
So, roommate stage, when I was doing a little research, it says it's where you feel like roommates, like basic roommates, like when you were in college and you were staying with some dude, or I was in college and staying with some girl, and just like you just coexisting pretty much in the same space rather than you being like romantic partners.
That's a very common thing, and actually, like it's very easy to note. It's very easy to note. And one of the things I notice very common is that, like, nobody's really interested on it. If you are not interested, it becomes so like focused and logical. Like we're doing this, especially when the kids come. Like we're doing this and this, and the outcome is this. We're going to church. Going home. We cook. We go. Wash the dishes and do laundry and do this. Go to work.
Yeah, I feel like I disagree with you in a little bit. Like you cannot, sometimes you cannot not, sometimes you just fall into it. Like you know how the schedule of your home runs, and then you get used to, like you said, we do this, we
Una-
do that, and you go into it, and then that's when it be like
But do you know who is the initiators of the roommate stay?
there is none.
The initiator is the wife.
How?
Hey, let me tell you,
Blame me.
very weird signs to know like your wife is getting you into a roommate stage.
Let me
Eh?
sit properly.
Just properly, because this one will get you.
Yes.
When you got the natural state, like in a couple relation companionship, you like each other, you're communicating, you're talking to each other. But the day wife goes and goes team natural, hair down, not even like sometimes you may not even see her, like she'll only go like out there. That's when you see her dressed up. Team natural, you are in a roommate state.
Why are you attacking us?
Ukiona ameweka nywele chini amesema sasa wacha nikuwe kama venye sometime back in school
Yeah,
kids
we
used to
used to.
cut their hair. So she don't really care about of course unaweza weka chini alafu
You
but
still look good.
you can, but what I'm saying, like when there's fat sign you see like this, we're getting into a roommate, sharing a comp.
Wait a minute.
I'm not gonna want to like that. That's where like now you are dudes like roommates.
Wait, no, I don't. I don't agree. But okay, I agree that women, when we chop our hair, it means something big. In a signify something big, like probably
What could that be?
like a divorce, ama you're starting a new life or something. People don't, like, a lot of women don't just cut their hair unless they
No,
want to go to like short hair and do something fun with it. All I'm saying is ukiona amekata nywele, labda anataka kuanza life mpya na bila wewe. in that life, in that roommate stage. But I feel like for us, I feel like it's men that really initiate that stage.
how is that?
How is
I
that?
want to hear that.
It's men that don't like to spend quality time with their women. Intimacy, quality time is what brings your bond together as a woman and a man. Because otherwise, mnaishi kama sister and a brother. But if you spend that quality time, the intimacy is good, then you guys cannot fall into that stage. But unapata, msee anafanya kazi Sunday to Sunday. akikuja amelala 24/7. So it's just like, okay, it's just now it's a routine of the house. You go work, I go work, we meet, utapendana, watoto maybe kwa njia, you know what,
But
stuff
do
like
you know
that.
what's funny? Most of ladies want that man to work like that. They have never said, you know what, hey, or babe, or if you call them babe, or, you know, hey, James, or hey, who. I think you're working too much. Can you just spare one day? We kind of slow down on this. Most of you will just let him work. He's stressed up. You just let him work. So what we're saying, like quality time, is that two people have to create that quality time.
I am at home. What other quality time do you want me to create?
No,
Niko nyumbani.
Uko nyumbani, you are doing those chores and stuff like that. But even when like Niko, I'm home, right? You have to initiate that quality time. Maybe if I work like Nikuja, I work nights. I've come home, I sleep, and then when I wake up, you know, you may be off, but you are kind of feeling like not so needy. You know, you initiate something. Go ahead and tell me, like, you know what, on this day we want to go somewhere, so we can have some quality time.
No, I agree.
But you know, if I wake up and then you're off, boom, to the
cool, initiate all of these things and be like, hey, can we go out? Can we do this? So mfunze.
No, I mean, let's not blame that on, because we have internet and we're learning a lot of stuff from the internet nowadays. In fact, nowadays you can even learn how to assemble an engine from YouTube and stuff like that. So there's a lot of information you can be able to get. You can learn how to, you know, develop this, you know, skills za kukaa na mtu, sinivo. But what I'm trying to say is, like, you know, once a lady gets disinterested in doing a lot of stuff, or she does not initiate, that's how roommates lifestyle starts. Initially, like, you know, before the kids come, you know, you can even be in the house, maybe you're watching a movie or you're playing, you know, you can touch each other, like, you know, it's okay. But when it comes to a point whereby, like, you're just going maybe pass by, you touch somebody, like maybe a tap like this, and then they say like, hey, why are you hitting me? That's a roommate. You know, a Chester, which is all like, you know what, just a simple Chester, like, you know what, just turns out to be like, you know, and I'll get come like, you know, that's a roommate.
Let me tell you, mtu huwezi tap mtu hivi akwambie, like, what are you doing? Why are you hitting me? It's already, the roommate process has moved. It's going to a syndrome.
It's on another level.
Let me tell you guys, what men don't understand is, yani, unajua ujaongea na mtu for 2 weeks, haujamguza for 2 weeks, you know, and then one day you're all over here like unamtap. You know what goes through our mind?
No,
let me just tell you, ndio ujue. We ujui what goes through our...
Let me listen, yes.
What goes, most women is, huyu tu anataka, you know, that's it. And then whatever after that, and then you forget for 2 weeks, and then you know.
Well, I mean, that's one thing. When you're really busy, you're working so hard, and maybe your time is, you know, a lot of things are going through your head. It can happen that way. But what I'm trying to say, like, you know, for us to function and not be like roommates, it's gonna take two people to get it done. And sometimes one person has to take a higher, you know, kind of push to be able to move us there. So usikae huko like you because you were trained, or maybe it was not your thing, like you want this man to initiate, you want him to give suggestions, like, let's go do this, you want him to do this, stuff like that. No, initiate the quality time. But you know, you will know, like, you know, this, if she's not interested in a lot of things. And then maybe when you wake up, you're planning, like, Saturday I'm off, I'm gonna wake up and then we go somewhere. Ask, hey guys, what are you guys doing? Maybe, and I say, no, I have other plans. I was going to maybe to a baby shower. I was going to see a friend of, you know, stuff like that.
That's communication. That tells us there's no communication between you two. There's no communication. Kama hakuna communication, how is she supposed to know that you guys are going somewhere on Saturday? Honestly, there has to be communication.
Let it be a surprise sometime. Let's be a surprise, like, you know what, hey, azika hapa kwa nyumba hivi, let's just, you know, let's get ourselves out and go do something quick, you know. that can create some
Yeah,
quality
yeah.
surprise, quality
That
time.
is, yeah, that is good. I like
You know?
that. But if honestly I had something to do, then I will say I have something to do, right? But if I don't, then we can go. But the thing is, I feel like wakati, especially wanaume wamefika your roommate stage, they just like to spend time by themselves, ama they spend time with friends
Oh yeah.
more than spend time.
Kwanza acha niseme like unajua like kama nimeona kama tumeingia roommate stage, ukifika hapo nje, kama umetoka job
Tuambie, how
umefika
long do you stay?
an hour at least. An hour moja
Mzima.
unakaa huko na sometimes ukiwa unafanya kama job like unamaliza kama jioni hivi ukuja maybe umefika 8 o'clock. You can even stay there like ungoje huyu sasa amelala, wacha niende nifanye nini. Yeah,
I mean, why can't you?
because now you are roommates.
Can't we communicate what we feeling or what?
No, now you are beyond communication. You are just going into like roommate. Sasa ni roommate kabisa.
Sasa tumekuwa roommate.
You are roommate.
We are surviving.
You are just surviving. That's why you find out like sometime wakati nini inafika, maybe ni wakati mmoja amelala kwa kiti, mwingine amelala kwa bedroom.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, it gets there.
Those are actual things which happen. People are like, they really exist like roommates. But I mean, to me, I wish it's not like, there's kids attached to us. I wish we don't get to that point. Vitu kama hizo sometime. If you are existing like you're a couple and you're living like roommates, I think it's better to call it off.
No, I feel like at some point in a relationship ama marriage, tusidanganyane. Kuna time utafika hapo. How do you get yourself out of there? Is how do you recognize that kwenye tunaenda, it's not good? How do we come out of it? Because tusidanganyane inakwanga all nice and everything.
One of the things that can help is a situation which is a Western thing. I guess it's going everywhere now, like a marriage therapy, relationship therapy. Kuna watu wameanza kuenda relationship therapy ama wanaenda marriage counseling, vitu kama hizo. But I think our genes have not accepted yet.
I don't think if you're taking a kissy man to therapy, you're gonna have to drag.
Why do you talk about a kissy man?
I'm just saying. I'm just saying about my man is kissy.
Don't label this man. These men are there to.
No, I'm just saying for them to go to therapy, you have to drag them to therapy.
No, it doesn't work for us.
It doesn't work for you.
You know, I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't work.
I think tulifunzwa, like it's why you sharing your thing to a third party. Tulifunzwa kuongea sisi, like even when you wanna officiate your wedding, they're like, yo, talk about it before you call anybody in there. So I feel tumefundishwa kujianzia na kujiekea.
I've never been to a counselor. I've never been to a therapist. I mean, there are professional people who can really like talk about stuff and make you see the reality. But again, it's one of those things like I'm super hesitant of doing.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I feel like I'm super hesitant because what happens sometimes, if you send videos, people go to therapists and they come out, there's that little excitement for the first few days after that. Like, we have changed and this is happening and stuff like that. But it's just it's a tiny excitement and then stuff like that, and it will die off. And some people are good to progress from that. But me, I feel like if I have to go to a therapist, I have to be like, I'm already in. I'm set to do it.
Yeah.
But with the issue of the roommate, you can actually solve it by yourself. And a lot of time, if it happens when the man is so busy, like with work, maybe you're home, maybe you're working less, you're attending to the kids, and then the man gets ignored. I'm here to protect the man. The man gets ignored. And then what you find out is like you are so busy doing your stuff, you just forget, like, you know what? Life is about my kids, chores, and maybe work I do. When the man comes to the house, he doesn't feel like he's there.
Why?
Because now, like, the wife you married is turned out to be a roommate.
Let me tell you this. I feel like our men, our African men, don't come for me, please. But I feel like our African men when we say, okay, let me talk about Kenyan men. Yeah, Miss Joe Africa, what, how they are. Let me just talk about our Kenyan men. Our Kenyan men when you mean me interact with. So I feel like, wow, they don't even know what quality time is, first of all. Most of them don't know what quality time is. Most of them, they just know like this tapo, I'm paying bills, naenda kanisa venye ulisema, everything is running in the home is good. Tell me, how many African kissing men?
You're narrowing down.
I don't want to. Most men, I just want to talk to, most men don't do all this thing. Like if you take some men to go watch movie, they're like, what is that? If you take this men to go do, I don't know, like go walk in a park or, some men, that's not quality time for them. That's what I'm saying. And so for women, we like excitement. So if that life is just there doing our chores and that, and
But
we get used to the routine
like once you see your money drifting that way, because I'm very sure like when you started dating this man, he was doing stuff. He was.
That's what I've never got.
But the thing is, like down the line, he changes, right?
Yeah. Why?
So the thing is, like this man is capable of doing that.
Mm-hmm.
But why did it stop? So what you need to do is also for you to recollect yourself and say, you know what, let me figure out where this one went. If you want quality time, and maybe remind him, maybe it's more focused on different stuff. And that's what I said, like, when you get to a roommate stage, you become more logical, focused. You want to find solutions. You forget about this like life that you are living. Like, let's have some quality time, because the time for you to enjoy is now. Tomorrow, you don't know what's going to happen. So that's what you can do. Like maybe because you said ladies like to be pampered, they like good stuff, or they like to excitement. Go ahead and just dig it out and say, you know what? Why are you not doing this to me? Why are we not doing this? Or no, don't even use why. Give a suggestion like, let's go do this. So if you want to clear out that roommate existence.
So what if I say, yeah, I think let's go do something and it's got with a no, or I'm busy, or don't you see I gotta work for the family, or you don't, how do you handle that?
What you can, there's so many ways to do this. You can say, are we going out this weekend, or maybe we do it next weekend? So you have given two choices. Somebody's going to think about it maybe next weekend. Give him some time. But when you come to him and say, hey, you have never done this to me, now it becomes an argument. And that's one thing about a roommate stage. People become so petty. Like somebody would really like at a gombanisha, you are something very, very small, like maybe, like you left a cup on the table.
We are looking for excitement. Where did you leave the cup?
That is so petty.
That is funny. But I feel like at that point, you una feel aggravated by that person. As a presence yake, una feel like, okay, mwana tunasikia, irritated. That's why the pettiness comes in. It's because mtu I wish hata atungekuwa tunakutana. Tuko na fridge kando na yako na fridge yake. That kind of roommate. Ikifika hapo. Kwenye hata mwezi share food. Wasika tu nikiingia kitoka. Hivyo.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, but maybe it's the work schedules that are putting into these conditions. Wacha tuseme ukweli, like this roommate issue, watu wengi sana wanataka wanaishi your lifestyle.
Yeah.
But we can fix it. Ni vile watu just don't think about ways to fix it. Sometimes you can have a problem, but you are not even thinking about a solution.
Yeah, but let me remind you, a lot of men, starting from you, it's a woman to fix it. A woman to do it. A woman to,
For the roommate thing, I think it's a woman to fix it. Once you fix that, it's very easy for a woman to fix it.
Why can't a man fix it? Why is it my responsibility to fix it?
Because you started it.
No, it's two people. Yeah. You said it yourself. It's two people that contribute into getting in.
The day I touched on you said you want to kundipiga, or like I was just being romantic. That's the day I knew. That's the day I knew. Like, you know what? This is a roommate. It's getting violent.
No, then you address it.
you saw me like nimeacha kikombe kwa table hivi ukakuwa petty ukanisomea. I know this is the day I walk into the house and then unapata immediately I walk in like it's already like unani assign job.
Me, I want our men to take responsibility in this relationship and put their effort in to fix it and stop letting ama kusema, if you talk to me like this, you could be getting everything. If you do what where is conditions coming from?
No, I don't know.
Yeah, I need our men to take responsibility in this relationship. Sabu, you are the head of the family. You are the leader. We want you to lead us and not the other way around. We are here to help you.
But I know we can lead.
Leaders, don't stop leaving it for us.
But sometimes you lead somebody who's willing to be led.
We are.
So you lead somebody who is willing to be led.
Be a leader. Be a leader.
We at some point that's what it is. Like not all people can be like so persistent on trying to push you. Like, hey, let me lead you this way. We get to a point they decide, they give up. They start focusing on their job. People are like that nowadays. They're not even interested in a relationship. They're saying like mwanaume tafuta pesa. Hakuna kitu because wamejua relationship, maybe even your wife, or they're so frustrating. And that's the thing, like you live with somebody but you're existing like a roommate, and it doesn't make like you have somebody who really like supports you.
I like the way you said venye watu wanasema. Today I was watching this video on Facebook and this jamaa alikuwa anachapa mke wake. And all that section was like, wacha marriage ikae. All the women were like, it's the same thing. Everybody's giving up on marriage. It's not only men. Women also are like, kitu mbona nitoke hapa kwenye niko peke yangu, I'm independent, I'm everything. Mbona niende kuteseka na mtu. So it's...
No, but you gotta, that's what it is. Like you gotta find your person, and you gotta, teach this person what you like, and you gotta be participating in it. Don't let him like, oh, I'm gonna let him lead me and try to do this. He's gonna get tired and everything will be like stagnant like that. And then you end up like living with somebody like a roommate, especially when you have kids come in and then there's a lot of things to do and the stuff like that. I said, you walk into a house and then the first thing you walk into, ni kukuwa assigned chores. You are sitting down, you are trying to have some peace of mind. Your roommate walks in and says like, you have never done nothing for a whole year.
Why are you sitting down and there's a dirty cup right there? But I feel like there's a difference between being like a boss na kukuwa leader. Leader, it doesn't mean you're doing everything, but you're just leading. This is the direction we are going. Okay, if I come to this marriage na huyu mtu ako na clear path, nataka life yake iende, and he leads that way, there's no way tunaenda kudeviate from there, because that's the beginning. Hiyo ndio ilikuwa imewekwa from the beginning. This is where we're going. In this marriage, this is what we are doing.
Let me say this. Maybe the challenge we have as the most challenge we have, marriage is been like you start without a formula. You're just living together and then you are figuring out stuff. Maybe it's about time people really like think about like, having like a really like formula, like what we're going to do like in marriage, inaanza hivi, mnafanya hivi, vitu kama hizo. Maybe we should read more books about which talk about like marriage, because the thing is like the moment you come together, you stay together, and then you start figuring out things.
That's where we fail.
That's how it, the first sign like you fail, because you get to some point, somebody's tired and you're tired and you are now like, two bodies living together.
Yeah, that's why I support a lot, because that thing helps you, because if you have like a good counselor, I'm a pastor, atawasaidia to go through all of these things, and then mnajua where your praying space is at that time. So unajua kwenye unaenda. Ni two-way street venye umesema.
And ni two-way street.
And let's communicate openly. Kama umeona there's something that is going wrong, ama venye tunaenda talk about it.
Let me say this. I think we will have to do a good episode about communication, because every person you talk to, the reason why they say relationship fail is communication. Do you know how hard is it to communicate? Communication is what is really putting people in trouble. Ada Trump It's the way he communicates. Communication has put leaders in problems. Communication has put pastors in problems. Communication is complex.
It is.
Eh?
It is complex.
And it's the same case with people living together. Communication is just it's not like, ni kama ni pepa ulikuwa unaandika unafuata nini unaandika hivi.
Yeah. Yeah, but let's just remember. No, you don't wait. Okay, ule mtu unangoja kureceive. We peana. In marriages, you give. Don't be a taker.
If I never saw it,
you're not doing it.
I can't do it.
Why not?
In fact, to me personally, I like to be called by my name rather than babe Nanine.
Why?
I don't know. Maybe it was not there way earlier. So the thing is, like, when it comes out now, I feel like it's over exaggerated. I feel like you are overdoing it.
No, we don't have to use that words. We don't have to use those words.
No, watu wengine wanapenda, people like to say, hey, babe, hey, what, stuff like that. But to me, like, because it was never there from the beginning, we used to address each other in a different... I'm not saying like there was, that's how we started. We were just addressing each other by the names and stuff like that. So right now, if somebody turns around and starts calling me that, it feels like, you are overdoing it. Hey, why?
I lie.
I don't even call anything. I start speaking and she's picking up.
You're the worst.
You just start speaking and then she'll pick up the conversation. That conversation belongs to me. It doesn't belong to our kids. You see?
Hey, this is how we got to our roommate stage.
That's the roommate stage now.
That's how we got to,
you walk to the house, you're not even calling like, hey, no. You just start talking and somebody knows that talk is for me. That's for me.
And I pick up.
And a pickup. Anyway.
Women, we have suffered. We have suffered.
We can probably we can get our viewers probably comment on how they're dealing with roommate stage and what signs they see on roommate stage, because
yes,
maybe I can go on and on and on, but there are some open ones that we see really, like, people disagreeing all the time. Just being petty, not having that quality time together. It feels like when you want to stay with somebody, it feels like you are bothered. You rather spend time with your friends.
Yeah.
You rather go, that's why you see a lot of, there are some people who really like to go to Kenya. They can go to Kenya like maybe 2-3 times a year, or go to their countries for like 2-3 times a year.
They're married back home. If they're going 2, 3, 4, 5 times.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, necessarily. They have a side chick or them. Don't be lied to. There's somebody back home.
You never start to go talk kwa kichwa yako.
Oh my God. I'm telling you that
no.
if he's going 4 or 5 times back home, he's married back home, or kuna mtu. That's it.
What's the talk up?
Lie to somebody else.
Huh?
Yes. Unaenda kuwa na nani 45 times back home?
I'm talking like 3 times.
Who's giving you that peace back home that you're going there?
Maybe you like to hang out with your friends.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I'm telling you, when you have a roommate, what is the point? You just go and hang out with your friends.
Which friends are you hanging out with in Kenya?
By the way, let me say this. Once there's a certain age you hit, you don't build friends anymore. The friends you had kind of like stay to be your friends, like especially people you maybe you went school with and you went to college with. You already have that clique. So you kind of tend to be like, I want to be with these people, I want to spend time with these friends and stuff like that. So that can drive you to... I'm not saying somebody to go 5 times. It's ridiculous to go 5 times. But somebody can go twice a year.
Without your family.
You are not going to be... Let me just... You have 2 kids. You have... those are 4 people. You are not going... They are going to school. There's a schedule. But you're going home for 2 weeks. I mean, how is that a problem?
Well, this will be a topic for another day. But all I'm saying, if you don't have a project back home, if you're spending $5,000 to go see your friends, you need to look at your priorities one more time. That's all I'm saying. Yeah.
If you're not fixing your roommate situation,
somebody's going back on 5 times.
Somebody's gonna be going to 5 times because you are roommates.
That means he's tired of fixing the relationship as well. Kama yeye mwenye kufix that relationship, anataka kwenda back home, why can't you just leave? You know, why are you staying? It takes two of you to fix it. Try to fix it, and then you say, I tried my best, na ikakata. But I'm staying because of the kids and blah, blah, blah. But if you haven't started even initiating it and see if we can fix it, then I don't think it's right for you to be like, if you don't fix it, maybe and I can spend time with our friends, you know, stuff like that.
There will always one person who's waiting to fix something, and there's another one who's like, chilled out waiting for the the solution to come up. So that's the thing, like, one
Know
person
your
has to
person.
initiate
Yeah.
the finding a solution to a problem.
I mean,
So
it's,
know your person.
yeah.
But for you ladies, stuff like, getting your hair down, and especially when you have a lot of stress and stuff like that, and then not making it so good, and just throwing yourself out there like, I'm just here.
You
That's
know
not
what?
good. Always be your best.
I know, but you know what? Just sometimes send that $500 in my bank and say, I want you to go do your pedicure, your manicure, have your hair done, look nice, smell nice. Yeah.
Money.
It's
Okay,
not about money. It's about looking good for you. That's what you want.